Well, this year's been quite a challenging year for us. It started off fairly slow in the first and second quarter, and I think a lot of that was down to Brexit. A lot of organisations, particularly the corporates, were actually delaying decisions, and this kind of manifests itself particularly in corporate companies that were project related. So either they weren't coming to London, or if they were coming, there was a shortened length of stay. So we saw challenging times in the sort of first two quarters, but then the summer became a tremendous record piece of business for us. So really probably from May through to September, very, very strong, record months every month. And then we hit October, and October for some reason has just fallen off the cliff. And London generally is very, very quiet. When we look back at last year, of course, we had the Rugby World Cup, which accounted for some of the loss, but not the total loss. But then looking ahead, November, December, our pace for that is strong. So we're expecting to have another very, very good year. And I think going on into next year, of course, we've benefited from some of Brexit as well, because of course with the devaluation of the pound, then we've seen an increased number of tourism coming in, and from a number of different sectors, China being one. We've seen a lot of tourists coming into some of our properties, but also corporate Chinese people coming in connection with the Hinkley Power Station. So people are now being seconded to London to work here over the next number of years as part of the planning process. So yeah, I think the signs are going to be good. I would definitely say so, and not just the mix, also curiously enough, people extending stays. So people perhaps booked for 4 weeks, or suddenly said, you know what, I can stay 5 weeks now for effectively the same cost to them. So both mix and extension of stay from the leisure client has certainly impacted our business. I mean, London is seeing a lot of interest from America, from the Far East, and also from GCC countries, because of course, as you rightly point out, there's basically a 20% discount before they start. And we are in conversation with two organisations at the moment now, one from GCC and one outside GCC, who have both expressed interest in buying assets in London, and if they are successful in doing so, would like Cheval to operate them. Yes, we are. I think cities like Manchester, Birmingham and Edinburgh are all, to us, key areas. They're developing, they're growing, and they've all got airports, and some of them have got financial hubs. So it's the kind of the cities and the areas that we would like to be in. At present, we haven't got anything in the pipeline, but we're hopeful that we'll get something in the not too distant future. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably say about 7. As you rightly point out, we came here last year to really make it known that Cheval Residences wanted to take the brand abroad and to operate third-party assets. And of course, a lot of our clients come from the GCC areas and stay with us in London, so they know us at first hand. And as a result of the conference, we've been approached by a number of organisations and also some of our guests who own assets in the area, and we're in discussions with them in the view of operating their assets. We have, I can't actually say officially at the moment, but we have actually won a contract, and we're just in final discussions at the moment, and that is in the GCC areas, and we have a couple more under negotiation. So we hope in the not too distant future to be able to make an announcement which will be our first foray into this area. I think there's great opportunity for 5-star deluxe service apartments in the sector. And I think it goes back to what one of the panellists said this morning, exactly what do you define a service apartment as. But I think what we know in terms of the Cheval brand, I think there's a great opportunity to bring something of that quality and style to the GCC countries. As always, great. I think it's wonderful that we've got a number of people from different sections of our industry that all come together and actually, converse, talk, discuss things relevant to the business. And I think that coupled with, the presentations this morning, where you get so much information about what's happening in the region, and people who have been in the business for a long time giving their projections on how they think it's going to go in the future. So I think for that kind of knowledge and background is just absolutely it's so important if you're thinking about work in this area.